and we can create something called like a dopamine detox. You want to put a fancy name to that. But what can things can pull that away? And so here's something called the 3-day digital fast. Okay. And it's just 3 days. And it takes research shows it takes about 72 hours for dopamine receptors to begin to upregulate again. Okay. And that means when you hear the word upregulate, that just means become a little bit more sensitive. So they're not depleted. You're rebalancing things out. And you just don't want to reduce it. You want to pause it completely for a weekend to at least be a baseline reset. Okay. Now, as a parent, as you go through this, there are going to be some struggles with this, and we're going to try to help you minimize that. So one of the things you can do is this is the heavy work behind it. And so heavy work really, really is amazing. Every kid should do this. For my own oldest, we do a ton of this work, and we can see a neurological shift. It's amazing. So if you must use a screen, okay, let's say you have to. You're like, a doc, I have no choice in my life. That's what I have to do. It helps us, and we can do this or that, whatever it may be. That's fine. Have your child do heavy work. And what that is you can do something like pushing a weighted basket, bear crawls, or jumping, and have them do it for about 5 minutes after the screen goes off. One of the things we implemented in our life was we got a little plastic shopping cart looking thing for my daughter to push. And we put 2 5-pound dumbbells in there. And then she'll go for a good 20, 30-minute walk with us. And going to sleep, sleeping through the night, things like that. I mean, she sleeps through the night pretty well for the most part. But we can see a regulation. Her nervous system's calmer. And it's amazing just by doing some of that. Because what happens, here's the neuroscience behind it. This is what you're doing is this heavy work creates a ton of proprioception input. Okay. I want you to remember proprioception input is good brain food. And so what happens is this is that thick data processing information. And what it really does for the nervous system, it allows them to ground back. It's a simple thing that you can do. And I would recommend doing it every night. Okay. Doing stuff of heavy work like that is going to help reset that nervous system and calm it. Other things, if you have swings in your house or anything like that, vestibular input at a rhythm, no like acceleration, deceleration, stuff like that. It's just a normal rhythm pattern, just back and forth, back and forth. We have a swing in our house, has a little air disc in there, and we sometimes we'll put our oldest in there and have her go to sleep because it's the back and forth rocking that just soothes her and she falls asleep. It's vestibular input. And so these are things that you can do, but the heavy work I recommend drastically, especially after screen time. If you're going to do it, again, bear crawls, jumping jacks, if you have a rebounder, those are great. If not, trampoline. If you have the big trampolines in your backyard, make sure it's only one person jumping in there. And so these are things that doing this kind of heavy kind of stuff is actually creating massive proprioception input into the brain, and it's going to help calm them. Okay. Simple to do. And you can do this after screen time. Like I said, if you have to do it immediately after screen time, give it a little bit of a reset. But if you can do the detox process for 3 days, it will be a game changer. It's not fun in the process, but like I said, it's when you're going to do this kind of detox work, you want to make sure you're doing the heavy work a couple times. You can do a couple times a day. It's simple stuff, guys. 5 minutes. That's it. You're playing with your kid anyhow. Like sometimes we'll do wheelbarrow walks where I grab my daughter's legs and she has to walk with her hands as she's walking through the house. And we'll do that for a little bit. And she'll be tired, but it also is a great bonding moment for her and I. We're having fun. I'm saying things that make her laugh, and it creates a great bonding moment. And I'm also knowing deep down that I'm helping her nervous system just be better at regulating.